Good afternoon, everybody. It's your old pal Martin Millhead here. Hope you're going well. It's a cold day here in London. We're going to rain. Hoping to snow later because I missed all the snow from a week ago. Anyway, just here to talk about the passing of Dustin Diamond, aka Screech, from Saved by the Bell. Now, growing up in Oz, I would watch Saturday at Disney, but at the end of the show, Saved by the Bell would go on, and I never really watched an episode. But then, it was in 2016, I was living in this hostel in Melbourne for a week, and there were 3 British backpackers from the north of England. And I was telling them all about my sexcapades, and by the time how I was turned down by this porn star in Canada, and I spent all day while fapping off in the sink. So all 3 of the British guys were like laughing their heads off, like, I was jacking off in the sink! And the funny thing was, these guys, they kept on calling me Screech. They're like, Screech! Screech! It's like, hey, Screech! I'm like, well, why call me Screech? And I had no idea who the Screech character was. So then, like, I immigrated to London, and as I'm cleaning the city with my boss, I'm telling the story about how these people call me Screech. I'm like, yeah, like Saved by the Bell. And so I said to my boss, I'm like, I could never want to become a model. I'd rather make a sex tape. And then my boss was like, dude, if you make a sex tape, that could ruin your career, just like that Screech guy from Saved by the Bell. I'm like, oh, really? He made a sex tape? It turns out it was actually like one of his, like his stunt double, like someone who looked like him. So anyway, I'm quite sad that he's passed away of lung cancer. He wasn't even a smoker, and he blames that on like spores and like asbestos in the hotel, the cheap hotels he stayed in. And asbestos is still affecting people to this very day. One of my best friends, his father died of asbestos-related stomach cancer after many years like working in buildings in Australia. So like these days, you gotta take precaution with buildings that are so old because they could have asbestos. Anyway, rest in peace, Dustin Diamond. Rest in power. Good on to Valhalla. And let's never forget Screech from Saved by the Bell. Anyway, Martin Millhead, over and out.